In this video we will discuss about this pancreatic cell metastasis. So how this pancreatic cell spread across different organs. So we will start with the transformation. So consider this as a pancreatic duct, and there the transformation of epithelial cell occurs so that it get converted into the PAN-IC, which is the pancreatic interepithelial neoplasia. So what does that mean? That means that this kind of cells has the characteristic of abnormal growth, and with time this mutated cells will further convert it into the PDAC, uh, which is the final form of pancreatic cancer cells. And uh, as these cells have the characteristic of abnormal growth, they will accumulate within the uh, pancreatic duct or in the epithelial of pancreatic duct. And after that what happens is that this epithelial cell will convert it into the uh, mesenchymal cells, which is known as this EMT, that is epithelial cells to mesenchymal cells transformation. So this is EMT transformation of these cells occurs, of this PDAC cells occurs. So because of this, what happens is that this mesenchymal cells has the ability to move, uh, has the ability uh, to move from one place to another place, whereas epithelial cells does not have that ability. So when this EMT transformation occurs, this some of these PDAC cells will uh, move into these blood vessels, or we can say that intra vasation process occurs, and most of these PDAC cells will not be able to survive the pressure of this uh, blood flow. However, some of them will be able to survive, and uh, this these cells, when they are circulating within the blood, are known as CTC, or we can say circulating tumor cells. So this tumor cells has the ability to has the ability for extravasation, because of its inherent characteristic that is shown in this diagram. So this extravasation can occur at other part of the body, such as liver, lung, and after that what happens is that for many years, or we can say for a longer duration of time, this these PDAC cells in the other part of the organ remain dormant, and there are different characteristic of these dormant cells uh, that can be used to identify these uh, PDAC cells spread across the different part of the different organs of the body, such as this autophagy cell cycle arrest has cause can happen. And after a longer duration of time, what will happen is that these metastasis cells will proliferate, and it will cause immune suppression, and uh, creates problems that will leads to abnormal functioning of those organs that is shown here as the liver and the kidney. So, and what are the some of the examples of this immune suppressions are shown here. That is Ki67, ERK, and VGF. Uh, VGF will cause this immune suppression, and will, and simultaneously what will happen, the proliferation, as the characteristic of these cells are that it will leads to abnormal growth of the cells. So that will also cause a macrotumor environment. So because of that, what happens is that because of that, the immune system of the body will not be able to function properly in the macrotumor environment, because they are not able to detect the uh, antigen against which the immune system of the body can act. So this is just a basic overview how this pancreatic cells metastasis occurs. And another major disadvantage of this pancreatic or PDAC disease is that since it is difficult to difficult to identify at the early stage. So because of that, the chances of survival for the patients in which this PDAC has been detected are very low. And if you need to understand more about this pancreatic cells metastasis process, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.